Hey, what's up, folks? It's me, Sonny T, with another podcast for Marketer exclusive. Today, we're going to be talking about how to lower ad cost for your clients. But before we do, catch me on SoundCloud at Sonny-T-1, funnelhackerpro.com. Come join my group, man. A lot of smart guys over there. We're having a good time talking about cold calling, all kind of good shit going on. Stealthy Millionaire on Instagram, podcast for marketers on YouTube, Billionaire Vids on Snapchat, and Billionaire Vid without the S on Twitter. Come to podcastformarketers.com. I've got a free MP3 player over there. You just need to pay for your shipping. Smash that thumbs up if you like this video, man, and fucking subscribe to my channel if you like the content. Boom. Ripping that Band-Aid right off. Today, we're going to talk about lowering ad cost. Okay? And by lowering ad cost, you're going to be reaching more people and you're able to scale up $1 million campaigns. Now, I always put this in the corner. You know, this is for your social media marketing agency. But, folks, this is just marketing in general. And if you notice, I'm starting to kind of turn this thing around. You know, I got you guys in. You know, I got you hooked, right? But I'm going to start feeding you this medicine more and more. You know, you just need to start learning how to work for yourself and kind of doing this thing on a marketing standpoint, not always thinking social media, because social media marketing, what it really means is using social media ad networks, okay? Not management, but actual social media ad networks kind of means social media marketing, okay? Not just posting ads for a company, posting social media posts for a company, because that's bullshit. All right. So now, how do we lower ad cost? And let's just use Facebook as an example. Okay. And the first thing I want you to understand is when you're talking about doing interest-based targeting, it's not as good as if you had a warm audience, okay, of people that visited your website. Okay. This would be a cold audience who pretty much don't know who you are. But when you start targeting people, like let's just say, for instance, you wanted to learn how to do Facebook ads, okay? And one guy that does that is Jon Loomer. Now, when you target Jon Loomer, it's not really that cold. It's kind of warm, but they still don't know who you are and who your company is, okay? And if you want to try to convert these people, let's just say you're going to pay anywhere between $7 now and $13 a lead, okay? But let's just say your client really isn't really trying to spend that type of money, or he wants to scale way up past Jon Loomer's audience. So let's say Jon Loomer has 200,000 people in his audience, but then your client is like, man, I want to scale past this. How do I get past this? So yeah, I'm willing to spend $7 to $13 per person in this audience. But what happens when this audience runs out? What do you do next? Okay. So this can take care of a scale up problem, but also it will lower your ad cost all at the same time. When you're specific on Facebook and you say, I just want to deal with this set of people, your ad costs go up to the $7 to $13. When you're not so specific, your ad costs will go down and you will get cheaper clicks or leads. Let's just say that. Okay. And that's where we want to be. But how do we do this? Okay. So let's take a field trip. And come over here to Audience Insights. And let's pop in old Jon Loomer's name here. So it's Jon. And there he is. when you look at his demographic, and this is what you need to look at, is first, you see that it's 45% women, 55% men, which is pretty half and half here. And the majority is from 25 till about 50-ish, it looks like, okay? So we know that that's what we're dealing with. Now, we know that this is the lifestyle of getting established, okay? They're college educated, grad school, okay? They're kind of, they're married. All right. And you get what I'm doing. I'm kind of looking at the demographics, what they are employed at, their job titles, mostly arts, media, sports media, production, whatever that means. And then we're going to come over here to where they live. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you guys are getting here, but we're looking at a lot of them here are in Scottsdale, Arizona, Fort Lauderdale, New Orleans, Atlanta, Orlando, Florida. These are the majority of the places. You see, these are larger places where they live. Okay, so now you can you know who they are, what age range they are, and where they live in the United States of America for the most part. Now you're looking at their activities. And what I want you to do is just look at everything that they do. They mostly have iPhones and iPods. A lot of them use desktop. So you know where to target them now, okay? So now what does that all mean for you? Well, what it means is that instead of saying Jon Loomer, you're going to point at those cities and states that they normally reside in, and you're going to use your demographics. So you're going to say that you have men and women from, 25 to 50-ish, okay? And you knew that they lived in Michigan, and you knew that they used iPhones, okay? And they were graduates, college grads, and yada, 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 right? Now, so here's the problem with this. Now we have a demographic. We know where they live, right? And we've put this into Facebook. And let's say we've got an audience of 4 million people or something like that, right? Maybe even more. Maybe it's 14 million people, which is a good size audience. But here's a problem. Nobody knows what Facebook ads are. The people in Jon Loomer's group knows what Facebook ads are. So your ad copy can say, want to learn how to make money using Facebook ads, click here, or profitable ad campaigns, or whatever. You can actually run those ads to Jon Loomer's audience, and they would understand you. But how do we make these 14 million people understand the same thing? We just need to change our language, okay? And we need to warm the audience up. But remember, these are a lot cheaper clicks, okay? So these are just questions that need to be asked, okay? So simple. Have a business. Want to use Facebook ads? Okay. Who wants a money-making website? Okay. Simple stuff. You can't say use technical mumbo jumbo, want to make more money. Simple stuff. Okay. Here's how. These are real simple ads, simple pictures that you use to educate them more by sending them to your website. And then at your website, it'll say, we'll show you how, or maybe a video, we're going to show you how you can use Facebook to make more money for your business. Or we'll show you how to make more money for your home-based business, okay? And you educate them with a video, and then you retarget, which are even cheaper, people that have been to your website and watched at least 2 minutes of your video. Now you can go back and say, learn how to make profitable Facebook campaigns for your business, and they'll have an education and know what you're doing. So to recap, in order to lower your Facebook ads, what we're going to do is, instead of targeting the actual demographic to say, instead of targeting interest to say, okay, I want to know who likes, I think her name was Joni. She just passed away from Joni Loves Chachi, or Happy Days, okay? Instead of saying that, we're going to find out the actual demographics of the people that like this. So we know they're from 18 to 25, and we can't target people that like Happy Days, but we know that most of those people live in Michigan, yada, yada, yada. And instead of saying who likes Joni, because now we know that these people may not know who Joni is, right? Who likes watching retro TV, right? And then when we see that they say, who likes watching retro TV? Well, I like watching retro TV. Well, maybe you just might like Joni. And we introduce them to Happy Days and Joni. Now, when they leave our website and maybe watch 2 minutes of that, right? What do? We retarget them again. And I'm hoping you guys are getting this, because this is awesomeness. And when we see them, I got to clean this all up, guys. Yep, I do. I got to clean it all up. All right, now, when we retarget them, we say, well, watch the next episode of Happy Days. All right. Click here. Are you guys getting that now? So, in the beginning, we just want to let them know that who likes to watch retro TV, who likes to watch old funny sitcoms, who wants to watch, TV online, okay? And then we direct them to Happy Days and Joni, and then we retarget them and say, watch the next episode of Happy Days, click here. Now we've educated them, we let them know what it is, but we've done all of this at a fraction of the cost of what it would have been to target people that like Happy Days in the beginning. That would have cost you $7. To do it the way I just told you is going to cost you about $1.20. Take that to your client, tell him to put it on his pipe, and coffee break.